I don't think you like this one either. Chipotle plans to raise menu prices in 2026.
I like Chipotle too, but I got to see what that tax gonna be like. How much y'all talking?
Apparently, they learned that the majority of their customer base makes or earns over $100,000 a year.
I seen somebody say this, and they like, how do they know that?
I
Well,
was wondering.
when you go in there and you pay with your credit card, they know it's you, and then they buy data
So my
and match, and they match your data up because you got approved based off of how
mhm
much you make.
mhm.
So
Oh, I
it's not.
lie on those
I
applications.
know you lie, but I'm saying, but it's not as crazy as it sounds to go into a store and you give them your debit card or your credit
Yeah.
card, and then that goes into their database, and then they call American Express and they call banks and they do
Yeah.
all of this, and they say,
They get a little
"Do you
probably.
know who James Hill is that lives in Atlanta, that live right here, that live right there?" Oh, well, that got to be the same James Hill, same
Mm.
address. Oh, he makes X, Y, and Z. Oh, so that goes into my database saying that I have a bunch of customers that make six figures. And then you think about the proximity of Chipotle to good areas.
It's
You know,
possible.
I'm from the hood. It ain't no Chipotle's in the. When I go to the hood, I don't see no
No,
Chipotle's.
I have to drive at least 15 minutes to get to a Chipotle.
That's my.
From where I was living in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chipotle is like in Hamilton
I'm
Marketplace.
trying to think of where the closest Chipotle in Detroit. I I grew up on 6 Mile in like Woodward, so the closest Chipotle that I know of is downtown, which is like 10-15 minutes away. I mean, everything is going
I
downtown,
was about to say everything's probably
but
downtown.
I can't think of like a Chipotle that's like in the hood.
It's like not in
Um,
any of the
I
malls.
mean, our malls are shutting down.
Yeah, malls are
Did you
shutting
know
down.
Detroit is the first? Like we pioneered the mall.
No,
Yeah, just like we pioneered the car.
Mall of
Detroit.
America's in New
No,
Jersey.
that's
That means nothing.
no. I thought Mall of America was in Minnesota.
Is there two? There's one. There's definitely Mall of America in New Jersey.
Oh yeah, let's fact check that. But yeah, Detroit Northland Mall, which is shut down now. They tore it down.
So when you say pioneer, you mean like
We
the
was the
first
first. We was the
mall?
first mall. Northland Mall
Wow.
was the first mall, and that was in
Wow.
Detroit.
Good stuff going on over there.
Yeah. So
But no Chipotle's.
yeah. I mean, my point is, all the malls are closed. Like Eastland Mall is like I believe closed. Northland Mall closed. Fairlane, that's not even in Detroit, but it's like Metro Detroit.
Mm.
They can't pay their bills. They're behind. So like I'm trying to think of where the Chipotle is at, and I don't know a Chipotle where I'm from, like where in Detroit,
Really?
other than downtown. But Detroit is a food desert, though.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Detroit is like a food desert. Like it's not a lot of like.
I count fast food as food desert though too because there's only so much
Well,
I'm
yeah,
gonna want
that's
to go to
yeah,
McDonald's and
yeah.
Chipotle.
We got the McDonald's and all that, but that don't. Yes, that doesn't
Yeah,
add to it not
yeah,
being a food desert. Food that you need Whole Foods, you
yeah.
need
You
a
need grocery
Target,
stores.
you need a Walmart. You
Yeah,
need to be able to go get fresh fruit and groceries. But this
yeah.
doesn't. This, no, you know what's crazy about this? Saying this is crazy, but like actually doing it is not. I mean, they're gonna raise prices. It is what it is.
Well,
We probably ain't gonna even
here's the
notice.
thing. Apparently, the sales fell.
They're
So
down.
so because their sales are down, they're driving prices up.
Yeah, and they're gonna
And
try to.
I understand that and I understand that in the sense that we need to make back that revenue, right?
Yeah.
But I don't understand that as in like okay, you're trying to make back some revenue, but your people are already not coming in the store. So now you run the risk of potentially scaring people off
Yeah, because they said they had an
that was
issue with
still riding with
millennials. Did you
you.
see that? Remember that? They said they had an issue getting millennials or something
Oh,
in the
because
door.
millennials were prioritizing grocery
Yeah,
stores and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I seen that part too. But I mean, maybe they thinking like shit. Everybody that come in here probably gonna pay whatever we charge. So I mean, yeah, it's not it's not a lot of people coming in here, but the people who do come in here are willing to spend that
A
extra
little bit more.
a little bit more. I mean,
So
I'm just
that we
trying
can
to
just
justify even saying this. I think it was a
one thing
bad
about
choice
you,
anyway.
James, you're always going to be on the side. You're
I'm a,
going to look at it from the business investor
yeah,
mind,
I'm gonna
and
try to
I'm
look at it
always
from both
looking at it
sides
from the
though.
consumer. I'm like,
But
no, I'm
so
not coming in.
I mean, I think I got the best of both worlds because I grew up in poverty. I grew up in the hood. I grew up, around a lot of street cats and a lot of this. But I was always like, I knew I didn't want to get involved in the streets. I made that decision when I was like 6. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting involved in the street. You know what told me not to get involved in the streets? I had some cousins that was explaining to me the no snitch, like the no snitch culture, right? And they was explaining, they was like, yeah, man, you can't, like, I had told on somebody for something. Like,
Mm-hmm.
one of the kids had stole something from me, and
And
instead
you
of
went
me
to an
like
adult.
going to beat them up, like I went and like, hey man, so and so stole my stuff, and they was
Yeah.
like, go get it back. They made me fight, do all this. So I was like, all right, okay,
I could have
cool,
did all that by myself.
all right, cool. And then they was like, they was explaining the no snitch culture, and then I'm just like, okay, like I always be going to extremes. Even when I was a kid, I was like, so if somebody like break
Mm.
in our house or if somebody do this, like, what do we do then? They're like, well, you got to go handle it. Then I'm like, what if somebody like shoot somebody or do this? Well, you got to go handle it. And I'm just like, well,
Wow.
I'm like, then what if you get caught? Then you can't go. You can't snitch. You can't do it. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not about to. I'm like, fuck all this. I'm like, I don't know what I'm about to do, but I'm
But I'm
not
not
doing
doing
that
that.
because I am not about to put myself in a situation to where I'm holding the hood down and everybody out and I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
just not about to do
Yeah.
that. So I made a decision real early. Like, yeah, I'm not embracing this whole thing. But I say that to say I grew up in that environment, so I can connect with all type of people because I've also went to college and became middle class, had a
Mm.
job, did all that. Now I'm an entrepreneur and I got a, whole bunch of people across the world to connect to. So I get to talk to a lot of different people and meet a bunch of different people. But I'm also a businessman, so I can study business and understand capitalism and all of that. So I think I'm very well rounded, but I usually lean towards, my first thought is how does this affect the
Business.
business owner? My
Mm-hmm.
second thought is, well, I've been poor before, so if I
Yeah.
was poor still, how would I
Yeah.
look at this? And if I was poor, this probably wouldn't affect me because they don't have Chipotle's in poor areas anyway.
Mm.
They
So
scout
your
them.
your point is like the maybe the little bit more that they charge, it may not be enough to run the people away who
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
already messing with
If I'm
them.
a banker at Morgan Stanley and I want a healthy meal real quick, I run in there whether it's $13 or $15. I'm buying the Chipotle.
That's true.
Now if it become 25, okay, now I'm gonna start thinking because I'm just not about to get ripped off. But if y'all go up 10%, I don't think I'm that's gonna change my buying habits.
I can see that. I can see that. Well, I don't know. That it's one of the things where we'll have to see. To your point, why even say it? Just do what you're gonna do with your company.
Yeah, yeah, I
You
don't.
gonna do it anyway.
Well, he probably was saying it on the earnings call, and people clipped it up, and
I hope not.
it broke out into the media. Um, Now this story has a lot of repercussions. You want to jump into it? You was kind of explaining it to me.